Muhammad is the one. What's good, man? What's happening with you? I'm out here still testing this new software I got. You guys can let me know what you think about it. Um, just trying something different. Ironing out the kinks. You know what I'm saying? How you liking those graphics? This type of setup is gonna help when you have discussions live on things, subject matter that's like what's going on right now with this whole ESPN Tyson Fury uh, manifestation, how they're trying to totally disregard the actual heavyweight champions of the world and put Tyson Fury in a spot where he hasn't earned or even deserved. So um, I realize that's a very hot topic right now. Derek Bailey, salute. What's going on with your family? Appreciate you stopping by. Doing another test stream, trying to iron out the kinks with this new software. You brothers that's out there, let me know how you like these graphics. Is it too much? Should I tone it back a little bit or what? What you think? Yeah, so trying to get it going, Derek Bailey, you say you like it? Ah, thanks, bro. So while I got you brothers on, let's talk it up a little bit. What you how are you guys feeling about how ESPN ran that whole promotion around Fury and made it seem like he was actually Deontay Wilder, who is the heavyweight champion of the world, with 9 title defenses under his belt. I want to know how you guys feel about that. What you think? Excuse me on that double that feedback. I got a couple of different devices going. Yeah, Derek Bailey. I'm trying to get it ready by Friday. That's the whole thing. That's I've been off this past week. Today is my last day off before I go back to work. So I've been trying to work on it, during the daytime while I have a few hours to spend. I could actually be doing some work around the crib, but you know how we can find other things to do besides the real work. So this is it for me, trying to work out these bugs and kinks here. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, hopefully I can have it in place and ready by Friday. Disgusting. What's disgusting about it, bro? What's wrong with it? Tell me. I'm open to criticism. Let me know what's so disgusting about it. The only thing about the video clip, I wish I could have found a brother that was training another brother, but it was been very hard. I haven't been able to stumble across that, but I will I will be updating. That this is not etched in stone, but the graphic and layout is what I'm trying to maintain at the most. You know, Trying to give you a visual, also an actual, and then with my logo and what the channel is about, all within the frame. That's what I was trying to accomplish. Yeah, man. That Muhammad Ali talk, it's like, what the hell? Um, Bob Arum started that nonsense, and it's been disgusting ever since that it rolled out of his mouth. But don't forget, Top Rank Boxing was stolen from that promotional company was stolen from Muhammad Ali by Bob Arum. So he's been a man who has been a villain of Ali's since Ali was in his prime. Oh, okay, Derek Bailey. I'm sorry. When we're reading these messages, sometimes we could, get it tripped up. But yeah, it is quite disgusting. Tim Bradley, uh, Max Kellerman, who is supposed to be their resident boxing, historian, whatever, and then, Andre Ward, all of these men who have actually had careers, uh, sports related, and to be able to go into the vernacular and discuss matters and speak of this man and try to even put him within the neighborhood of such an accomplished icon such as Muhammad Ali, it turns my stomach, man. ESPN should be flooded and inundated with complaints and calls for their necks. Pull them off the air. It's one thing to try to promote a brand because that's what you have, but it's another thing to try to just substantiate that brand as if it is the only or nothing else ever existed. And if there was anything in existence, that it might have been of such a plum that it can't be equated, and you're trying to pair that with that. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. Yeah, there's something to be said about that. And also talking about it being, again, someone that is from a foreign soil. I don't understand what the fascination is with downplaying the the American fighter and now looking outside of the US at anyone else except for what's domestic. And I believe that the reason, the number one reason that that is because the domestic happens to be people of color. You know, this is the thing. Um, it is it is being promoted, outside as if like the baby's in the crib are not good, but the babies over there are okay. So let's go fend for them. Let's go. You know something? You can equate this with people in America with the adoption agencies. You have all these homeless American children, right? Kids that need homes, need foster care or whatever. But you got these American Anglos who will go across the seas to other nations, third world nations, China, Japan, and adopt their children. You got people right here you could adopt if you want to adopt. But what is that thing that's within them that they will get on an airplane or take a ship and go to another nation and proceed with adopting a child that is from a total different culture? One of them ones, media. What's up, man? Good to see you out there. Social scientist. Yeah, I have a PayPal me, social scientist, and this is not a open stream really. I will be taking it down. I'm just testing things out because I got new graphics and everything going, and I just wanted to get a feel for how it's working and get a ear to the ground of you guys out there or how you like it. I may be making some more adjustments very soon on it, but I just kind of wanted to put it out there today and get a feel for what I'm doing here with the channel. So let me know. You can, social scientists, you can leave a comment on it, on what you think about the new look of the channel. Also, that PayPal me is a Stormy B man, but you don't have to leave that today. When I do a live stream or something where it's really an open stream, you can do that at that time, and I appreciate the support. Um, but today, this is just really a test run. But I thought I'd speak to you guys while you were out there with me. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, really just trying to do some nice things, and upgrade. That's all. Um, with a little help, from some of the brothers behind the scenes, I've been able to come up with some new ideas. So we will be, looking a lot better as we go forward, and I'm excited about that. Hey, sorry about that, Derek Bailey, if you lost your connection, bro. Um, we're just trying to make some sense. Well, there's really no sense to be made of this crap that Arum and Top Rank is pulling, and along with ESPN. I don't like it, man. I really don't. And I know the other brothers on the channels are talking about it. It's the hot topic of discussion at the moment. But I think we need to encourage the base, the listening audience, the viewing audiences to start contacting ESPN, start contacting Top Rank to say, hey, this is not going to stand. We're not going to continue to support this brand of BS that you're putting out here. You understand? Because you got a heavyweight champion out there with 9 title defenses under his belt, and he's the legitimate champion of the world. You guys are trying to endorse a crackhead, a drug addict, a person that's possibly bipolar, okay, and all these other personal problems of depression and everything. Maybe he shouldn't be fighting in the ring, period. Maybe he should be in a straitjacket locked up in a ward somewhere. Huh? How about that? But you guys want to pay him a few $1 million and prop him up on television? And because his complexion happens to look like what you think is superior? Get the hell out of here with that, man. A dope fiend is a damn dope fiend. Only in America, where they will legalize marijuana so they can go and enjoy it and reap the benefits of the economics of it and everything, and put other people of color behind bars for the distribution of it or the selling of it or possession of it or whatever. You understand? This whole thing is turned upside down, man. This is freaking ridiculous. And if you people are not upset about it, you need to be upset about it, because they're making a damn mockery of you, because you are the ones that drive the sport. Whether you're participating in it, whether you are supporting it economically, okay? Because we're the ones that's the champs. We're the ones that's knocking people out, huh? We're the ones that's in the gym sweating and shedding blood, sweat, and tears for those dollars, huh? And then they want to turn around and make it something like this, where you could go grab a guy out of the garbage can, because that's basically where Tyson Fury was, in the trash heap, huh? He defeated Vladimir Klitschko and never had a title defense after that, because he couldn't handle being victorious. He went into a stupor, drinking and drugs, in the streets, in the sewers, where he really belongs. He's the gypsy guy, right? Huh? Where are the gypsies at? Those people, they migrate across the land and everything, getting kicked out of this society and that society and everything, misfits. Say it what it is. Here in America, it's called trailer trash. In America, it's called trailer trash. Hillbillies. Huh? Inbreds. This is exactly what it is. And they're going to give him multi-million-dollar contract? This is bullshit, man. Yeah, he couldn't handle being victorious social scientist. That's exactly true. You understand? People, do you know there are people out there more afraid of being successful than failing? And that speaks to the dichotomy of what's in the psychology of a person. This society it breeds contentment. It breeds people who are loathers and who are insufficient. That's what they do. This is why you have wealthy here who live off of that. They're like vampires. They live off of your blood, okay? Because they count on you being insufficient. Huh? One of the biggest economic industries here is like the how-to matter of books, videos. They have these people who are motivational speakers, because they have people out there trying to tell you how you can make your life better. All you got to do is look in the freaking mirror. Huh? Look around you. If you see, is your house dirty? Clean the son of a gun. I don't need nobody to tell me your windows is dirty and you should get them washed. We'll do it for XYZ amount. I can wash my own windows. And I see they dirty and I do wash them. But this is America, and that's how they do it. It's a con game. It has existed since they made it the United States of America. I would really like to know what this land was called before the colonizers got a hold of it, because that's what it's been built on: blood and sacrifice of the lame, of the weak, of the insufficient, those lacking knowledge, sensibility, and strength to do for self and perseverance. They bank on that. There's two multi-billion-dollar industries: the educational system and the prison system, and they're linked hand in hand. If you grow up in this educational system and you don't follow how they tell you to do things, you could still end up in the penitentiary system. Okay? But guess what? The educational system is a different form of prison imprisonment, because they've got your mind psychologically. Okay? They're telling you what to do to be successful. You're still following someone else's format and plan. But they don't like independent thinkers in this society. Most independent thinkers are ostracized. They're murdered and they're dealt away with or imprisoned, locked away where they can try to steal the knowledge off of these people. And if they don't cooperate, they get rid of them. That's the real America. The African sci-fi scholar. You know something? That may be true, but as you say, they say. I would really like to know. And if there was some way of firsthand knowledge, that's what I would be interested in. I wouldn't want what historians would say or anything, because I've found that as I've gotten to this point in life, I realize they've lied to us so much about so many different things. It's just very difficult to accept anything. My mind doesn't work like that. Derek Bailey, they don't want to teach critical thinking skills. Okay? They don't want you to be able to think objectively. They want you to be a person who goes along with everything. Okay? Submission. That's what it's all about. Okay? Because as long as they're doing you like that and you're abiding by it, they can ride your back. And when your back break, they just get the next one right next to you and get on his back. Till his back break and they get the one next to him. That's how they do it in this society, man. You need a total revamp of the psychology of how things are done here. That's what it's all about. You got to be able to be a critical thinker, but an objective thinker, and thinking outside of the box. Everything that you have learned since you were born into this life is a lie. Okay? Because you're being taught things from the environment that you are born into. But see, outside of that is a system of things that is beyond your control. So imagine if you were born outside of that, you would be more in control. You understand? It's an oxymoron, but people don't realize these things. People don't read books anymore. And the omission of truth from books is so prevalent that it's not necessary anyway. What's going on, Gil Coles? Glad to see you there. Reggie Owens, what's up, my brother? I know you in there too. I appreciate you, chiming in. This was a test stream, but we're discussing some matters. This whole Tyson Fury, ESPN, Bob Arum top rank deal, it stinks. It stinks like sewage. And we need to have an outcry over it. We need to be up in arms. And them Uncle Toms that's working for the network, Andre Ward, SOG. He a SOB. Huh? Sitting back there saying the crap that he says. Tim Bradley, Bernardikoff, he must have knocked all the screws loose out of his head because he's just totally gone. Old marblehead sucker. He sit up there and say the stuff that he says, and it doesn't have any credence whatsoever. I don't know if it's his mouth moving or his anal sphincter moving because I can't tell the damn difference. But I know it all smells like shit coming out of him. Dalton Judge, what's good with you, brother? Good to see you out there. Listen, man, let me tell you something. Ward ain't a company, man. It's convenient to say that, but I'm gonna tell you something about Ward, huh? And I said it when he first made that original comment after the Tyson Fury uh bullshit decision with Deontay Wilder of a draw. He said that he don't think Wilder want no more of that smoke. Right then and there, man, I was done with that dude. He ain't no company, man. He a Uncle Tom. And I'll tell you something else. If he want to say, well, his dad is white or whatever, a lot of us got white blood in us. You understand? And it wasn't by choice. Huh? Just like he didn't have no choice in the matter. But I bet you one thing, if he go down the road in Mississippi in the dark and the cops pull him over, they going to say, where you going, nigga? Huh? And his kids too. That's right. Andre Ward. Like somebody should like really listen to what he got to say. He sit up there and he try to talk like he's sitting on the fence. Well, where I come from, it ain't no fence. You either on this side or that side. Choose a side, nigga. And you done chose your side. You showed your ass, so we see your backside. Why should we listen to anything you gotta say? You don't represent us. You represent yourself. Gil Close says, Dalton Judge salute. July 20th is going down. Hashtag play the flute. Let me tell you something, man. El DeBarge is going down. All right? He going down. They ain't had a hit song since the late 80s, and he going down just like that. Pacquiao gonna play an ugly tune on Ponytail. Y'all heard it here. Social scientist says he really showed me something with that, well, I'm half white though comment. Let me tell you something, social scientist. When he said that, he let you know he trying to play the field. But I already told you with a remark just a moment ago. When he leave the studio and he on his way home and the cops pull him over or whatever, they don't give a damn who he is. Huh? He just another nigga from the ghetto. Gil Cole says AJ fans already jumping ship. they would rather support Fury anyways, if you know what I mean. Gil Coles, AJ never really had any fans. All of that stuff was totally orchestrated, man. I don't know why y'all didn't see that. All of that was totally orchestrated. AJ was a mere machinations of things, okay? He was put together. All right, like a wicked Frankenstein scientist in the lab, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing and Barry Hearn. They snatched that young man up out of the Olympics, got him going in there, and they rode the train as long as they could. They were hoping for an extended ride, but guess what? It came crashing to an end as soon as a real customer stepped up, and tried to pay the fare, huh? AJ couldn't hold the coins though. That's all that was. They call that exposed. When you snatch the curtain off of something that's been covered up, huh? You know, people put blinds up on the windows and everything, keep the sunlight out. Huh? Somebody came and snatched the blinds down, and AJ was standing on the other side, buck ass naked. That's what that was, huh? And Eddie Hearn had to go run and try to do damage control. But it's over, man. He got to find a new song. He got to find a new song. Dalton Judge says now Tank on Twitter talking about we making shit up because he never said Wilder name. You know what? Why don't y'all stop saying that nigga name? Huh? Because you make him a factor, just like people made AJ a factor when they didn't have to. You know, stop saying that little nigga name. If he don't want to get in the ring and show his wares, don't talk about him. You ain't heard me say nothing about him, and you ain't gonna hear me say nothing about him. 78 says some true stuff about that little nigga, and there's been plenty of them around the neighborhood that you know. Huh? Plenty of them. To hell with him. And to hell with that promotion team he with and everything else. They're a bunch of fools over there. All of them. And Derek Bailey, there you go, talking, using it. Stop talking about that nigga. Don't even listen. He's a non-factor until he sign a contract and he get in the ring against somebody that he can match his wares with. Stop talking about that nigga. There's other people out here mixing it up who deserve accolades, who deserve notoriety, who deserve love and support. Okay, give it to them. Stop talking about these non-entity people. That's what you gotta listen. I told you it's about critical thinking and objective thinking when your mind allows you to arise above the BS, okay, and start to think for yourself. Stop tuning in with everybody else say. Think for who you are as a person. You understand? Because when you do that, and people say, "Oh shit, he's thinking for himself," huh? Guess what? There's strength in that. There's weakness in going along and following crowds. That's why gangs are attributed to being like weak people because they got to be in a clique to have strength. You know? No, his name ain't dead on this channel. It's just that I don't discuss non-factor individuals. You understand? It's like he don't. What has he done? Who has he fought? Huh? He can talk good. And guess what? I don't get on Twitter, so I don't want to talk about what he talked about. I don't have nothing to say about the dude. Now, if he was getting in the ring and he was busting people upside the head, doing it in good fashion, or getting in good scrapes, you'll hear me talking about him. But he don't do that. So why should I talk about him? I started this conversation talking about that damn Tyson Fury because of what ESPN has tried to do and try to associate and affiliate him, putting him alongside or beside a tremendous icon who walked this earth and did such magnificent things in the sport of boxing, Muhammad Ali. How do you even do that? That's just utter madness. And for you all to sit back in the audiences and just allow that to happen and manifest and not say anything and not want to throw bricks, light torches, burn the house down, and try to murder Bob Arum in his sleep by strangling him and everything, I don't understand. Because if you start talking about some of those Jewish icons and stuff like that, boy, they'll let you have it. They'll pull the plug on you and everything else. Lowland Prophets, what's going on, brother? He says, Real Talk 100. Yes, sir. With a black fist. You better believe it. Sir Ken. Stormy B-Man, salute. Salute to the wrenches and salute to the chat. Smash the like button, my people. Yeah, you can smash the like button. But I'm telling it like it is, man. Huh? Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens says sometimes you have to bash these clown fighters. Yes, you do. You have to hold them to the flame. That's right. Put their feet in there till it starts scolding them and hold them accountable for their BS statements. You 100% exactly correct. Huh? They used to call it putting your foot in your mouth. Huh? But one thing you can say about that is when people start putting their foot in their mouth, sometimes they not even smart enough to stop at that point. So you have to put a foot in their ass. Gil Cole says Thurman gonna bring them belts to Florida, play the flute. You know what, Gil Coles? I'm gonna tell you something, man. You probably one of them dudes that had the barge posters and CDs all in your house and everything and bought the Right On magazines and all of that. But I'm going to tell you something. That day is gone. That ponytail that he wearing and everything, it's time for that to get cut off, bro. You see my old bald peanut head? Let me tell you something. Keith Thurman need a haircut. He need a shave. And you know what? He need his butt whooped in that ring, and Pacquiao gonna do it to him. I'm sorry that you're gonna be crying. I'm sorry that you're gonna be, heartbroken and everything. But maybe you could go braid his hair for him when he lose and lift his spirits or something. Gil Coles, go over there and braid his hair and play some Rhythm of the Night CD or something. Huh? That's what you can do for the flute man. Yeah, you is. You gonna be over there braiding his hair. And I'm gonna have somebody with some video of you too, braiding his hair. Only thing gonna bring back to Florida is a messed up conch and come back without some belts. Cause Pacquiao gonna smash it. Yeah, I'm going back up a little bit in the chat. Social Scientist says, totally agree, Stormy B man. Stop talking about Tank at all. Stop falling for him and Ellaby's star building crap. Yeah, man, that's poor promotion. You know, the best type of promotion is getting a guy in the ring and let him be knocking people out or whooping people in good fights. That's the best promotion in the world, to be active and be in front of people's face. Sitting back on social media talking about and everything, it might as well be you or me. Huh? Let me put a championship belt around my waist and get on Twitter every day and talk about how bad I am. Huh? Can't nobody whoop me. Huh? I'd be just as bad as those guys. Because I ain't getting in the ring with nobody, so I can talk that all day long and be the champion of Twitter. 1 billion followers. Huh? But what would that have accomplished? Nothing. Just sitting on my ass. That's what he doing, huh? But you guys talk about him. Building his brand for him. I don't talk about the nigga. Gil Cole say, I'm putting my email in the chat after he whooped Pacquiao. You know what you gonna be putting in the chat? A donation, huh? For some like Murray's or something to get his hair back together, cause Pacquiao gonna ruin that dude. You just watch what I'm telling you. Gil Cole say, he said he said some shit. I'm like, hey man, why? Hey, you can ride with whoever you ride with, but I'm gonna make fun of him till it's over with. You know what I mean? And when he lose, oh, you really gonna get roasted then, man. We might as well put you on one of them skewers and have you, over an open flame, and have somebody warm up some open pit, huh? Cause we gonna roast you, bruh. He losing to Pacquiao. Pacquiao did not take that fight to lose. Just like he didn't take the fight with Broner to lose. This is a calculated move. Hey, African scholar, you asking Gil Cole, is he from Clearwater or something? I don't know if he from Clearwater, but I know he drinking sewer water because he thinking that Thurman is gonna beat Pacquiao. He's sick, huh? Sick to the stomach and sick to the brain. Pacquiao gonna whoop that dude. You watch what I'm saying. Listen, man, and this is not coming from a Pacquiao fan, okay? I've never really supported Pacquiao. I've been looking for him to get his butt whooped for years. I knew Floyd was, gonna give it to him, especially since he couldn't do his little cheat thing with Floyd. But no, I just think he's a better fighter than Thurman is. I think he has beaten better fighters than what Thurman is, and he has beaten better fighters than Thurman has beaten. So when you really put all that together, and he's not, yeah, he's 40 years old, but he's not that type of 40 years old from years ago. He's a good 40 years old. He hasn't taken a lot of punishment in the ring. He got knocked out clean by Marquez, but he's never really been beaten up. He's beaten everybody else up. So when I look at that, and Thurman is not the gutsiest guy, I think he's already miscalculated in thinking that he's bigger and stronger than Pacquiao, when Pacquiao has beaten bigger men than him. Don't forget, Pacquiao's beating guys at 154. 154. So, I mean, come on, man. Gil Coles, man, you are crazy, bro. You are crazy. He said He said he'll be here personally to hand out Thurman bus passes when he unify. Man, let me tell you something. Thurman gonna take that flute and go sit up in the Himalayan mountains somewhere with that woman and his Kama Sutra manual, and he ain't gonna see him no more. Cause Pacquiao gonna embarrass him. And he gonna be sitting up on them hills. And if on a quiet night you can listen real good, you might hear his flute in the wind. That's what you gonna hear, huh? The silent flute. You know, you brothers are funny, man. Y'all make me laugh, man. You have me thinking up this crazy stuff, talking crazy. But it's all in good entertainment. But I still say this Fury thing, man. I don't think we should let it go. We need to be diligent. We need to be on top of them, and it should be like a crusade against this dude, man. You know what he has done in the sport has totally shamed. You know, he walking around here thinking that people should feel sorry for him for his demons that he battles. Listen, man, I don't give a damn. You understand? Get your ass in there with Deontay Wilder and finish the business. Go on and take your knockout, and then everybody can weep and cry and pull out Kleenex and handkerchiefs, and you can go take your butt back over there to Gypsy Land. Huh? Because that's where you're going to be knocked out to, Gypsy Land. Huh? Running around here fighting bums and stuff and thinking that people should idolize and worship you like you done did something great. You ain't fought nobody. You big bum. You Fury. You a big crackhead bum. I don't care what nobody say. I'm ready to lace them up and go in there with you because you know what? I'll bite you. I'll kick you in the nuts. You understand? Cause you a crackhead, man. You ain't no fighter coming out there dressed like Apollo Creed or something with a hat on, Yankee Doodle dance. Man, get out of here with that bull crap. You a hillbilly, huh? From overseas. Trailer trash. You're a trailer king, gypsy king. You're a trailer king. Trailer trash king. That's what you are. And these people got the gumption to put you on their airwaves and hype you up like you something good. Dude, get the hell out of here. You're a big old bum. Derek McGee, what's going on with you, brother? Good to see you. Hey Derek, I'm doing this as a test stream. I'm got new graphics and everything up there. Tell me what you think of them, bro. I'm just trying to do something different with the station, man. Yeah. But hey man, we should stay on Tyson Fury, Barb Arum, Top Rank, and ESPN's next, man. That's what I'm talking about. Stay on them, man. Stay on them. You know, got to stay on them. Be on top of these people, man. They're farces, and they're network moguls too. The ones that work out there, the foot soldiers, the Andre Wards and the Timothy Bradleys, huh? These guys out here giving the ridiculous commentary, man. Talking about, oh, he looks so great. I haven't seen anybody move like that. Man, get out of here. You ain't watched enough fights. ESPN, nobody likes Teddy Atlas, but they got rid of him because he was telling the truth on the air. These corrupt officials and the corrupt judges and the corruption in boxing and poor decisions, they got rid of Teddy Atlas for telling the truth. I guess he didn't want to be a company man like that no more. We know he got his little biasness and everything, but he says a lot of things that are true as well. That's one thing you have to look at. You have to look at it what a person says, how they behave, and everything, but you cannot separate facts from, what your biasnesses are. You can be biased about some things, but you can also be factual about some things. And Teddy Atlas was telling some facts about the corrupt officials and these sanctioning bodies and these doggone promoters and everything, because he's trained fighters. You understand? He's been in there with these guys and had to deal with them straight up firsthand. I would like to know what he says about this Fury thing, because that was totally a song and dance. They did everything but give Tyson Fury a blowjob in the ring after the fight. I'm going to say it. Yeah, they did everything but give him a blowjob after the fight. Huh? At BBG, he says, I like the look of it. It got me shadowboxing my damn self. Yeah, man, that was a nice little clip that I was able to find there. The guy, working with the trainer on the focus mitts, just a young kid, working in the gym, and I'm a coach myself. So it's like, that's kind of like it's thematic, it's part of what, I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to get across there. So that's why I selected something like that. But appreciate your comments, bro. Thanks. Social scientist says Aram said Loma was better than Ali and got Loma all kinds of backlash. He toned it down with Fury and just said he reminds me of Ali, but that's still too much. No, Loma actually came out himself, man, and asked for not to be put up there with Ali and everything. And that was commendable by Loma, because he understands that, that was way over the top, way over the hype train or whatever. If you wanted to say that he was good as Benny Leonard, I mean not Benny Leonard, but any of those old fighters or whatever. But why you gotta equate him with Ali? Because if you want to say Ali is the greatest, then Ali was a black man, and black man was the greatest. But you also say that black people don't sell and this and that. So what is it, Bob Arum? Is it black hate that you just want to put black down? Huh? But anytime that somebody that is not black is very good, you're always comparing them to black. So in your mind, subliminally, you actually have black as superior. Huh? Read that. Huh? With the objective mind. What Bob Arum is actually saying to you. Yeah, so it is what it is, brothers. We got to get out here and we got to say something. We got to move against these people that are talking like that in a manner of which, with our economic power, we have to let them know, hey, this don't stand, man. We don't accept this. You wanna put our icons down. You wanna take away from. It's like, some people revere and respect Martin Luther King. You know, so if somebody's out here putting him down publicly and saying things and putting him, trying to snatch him off the status of where he's held, you have to be, a person to support, to defend that, defend the honor in that. And you definitely have to defend the honor of Ali, because Ali is a man who represented the world. You understand? He was a black man, but he was a world's champion, a people's champion. Tyson Fury is a champion of the crackheads. Huh? To hell with him. Yeah, this is foolishness, man. That's right, Reggie Owens. We have to stay vocal and present and vigilant. We can't let them off the hook. You have to be able to stand on these people with a tireless effort. You know, I can come on and say something. You can come on and say something. The next guy can come on and say something. We just keep it going. It becomes an ultimate movement toward what's wrong. Deontay Wilder is the heavyweight champion of the world. Andy Ruiz Jr. happens to hold the other title belts right now. But until he fights the heavyweight champion of the world, he's not the champion. He's the titleist. Huh? And we understand that he might have a rematch against the other guy who's a former titleist that was holding belts. But when all of that gets cleared up, Deontay Wilder is the heavyweight champion. And he's kicking asses and taking names. He's doing what has to be done. He's doing what's necessary. He's the real champion. Yeah, yeah, social scientist. Absolutely. He's the champion of crackheads. I said it. He's the champion of crackheads. The gypsy king is also the hillbilly king and the trailer trash king and everything. Huh? He ain't no champion of the world. Who he beat? Huh? Who he beat? He ain't even beat drugs. He's still on the motherfuckers. Mark Blake, what's good with you, bro? Peace to you. Yeah, crackhead king out here thinking somebody's supposed to hand him some type of accolades or something. And Bob Arum, we might as well say that Bob Arum is senile, huh? The foolish stuff that's coming out of his mouth now, and the things that he's saying is a man. He's demented. Okay, they need to go sit him down in a retirement home somewhere, huh? Yeah, BBG. That's right. He got Ricky Hatton with him. Now everybody know, like, Ricky Hatton loves his what they call it, his stout, right? He loves his stout. Huh? He couldn't even fight his damn self because he couldn't stay out of the bars. Huh? And now he over there with the Gypsy King. You know why? Because the Gypsy King is twice as big as he is and probably could get us more drinks and everything. So Ricky done tapped into that lifeline right there. Bunch of druggies, man. I don't know, you guys. This is just, it's really ridiculous. You could see the bigotry. You could see the racism. These guys are druggies, and they bigging them up more than the guys who are really fighting for something. Deontay just wanted a better life for his child, and he's done that. He's made that. It's a success story. It's the stuff you make movies about and everything. But no, they want to go over there and talk about crackheads, huh? Drug addicts, huh? Street people. The gypsies are street people, man. Inbreeds. And they celebrating that crap. Trying to pass it off as some kind of stupid success story. Get out of here. Reggie Owens says Ricky Hatton loved that cocaine too. You better believe it. Huh? I thought I saw white dust pop out of him when Floyd Mayweather knocked him out. BBG says Ricky snort coke like he's Scarface. No joke. I seen it with my own eyes. It don't surprise me, man. Let me tell you something. Very few of them can do anything with natural ability, all right? They got to have some kind of drug in their system, enhancements or whatever. You think the Klitschko's they weren't on something? They were on something. How you go into training camp and put on weight in training camp? You go in 15, 20 pounds smaller than when you fight. You puffed up on something, man. Huh? That's what they do, man. They all been over there cheating for generations, man. We have people come from dire straits that's fighting and struggling to get to the dinner table, okay? And they decide to get involved in sports and athletics because if they're good at something, it might be a way of life that they could change their life or their family's life. This is what we do. We've known struggle all our lives, man. This is what we do, huh? And the decks are constantly stacked against us, and we're built to fight. Okay? So it's like if you've had it good or easy, you can't compete. Mark Perez says, salute. Wilder is the number one heavyweight on the planet, not Fury or AJ. They just hating on Wilder. Unquestionably. But it's not even about that. It's about trying to equate this man with greatness. If you want to equate anyone with greatness, look at Wilder. The man in a year's time went to the Olympics after just being introduced to boxing, 18, 19, 20 years old, went to the Olympics, turned pro, and won the heavyweight championship of the world. It's like he wasn't boxing since he was 8 years old, like Evander Holyfield or something. He's out there knocking people's head off, man. Because he can fight. It's a God-given ability. God said, I'm going to make this guy be a heavyweight champion because anything else in life, he might be out there and he do these things to people in the streets and go to jail for it. So God gave him a place to go with that. And he's the best at it. That's a success story. No crack. Huh? No guns. Huh? Just natural ability to kick your ass decisively. He ain't even won like all these gift decisions, barely inked by this one and got a favorable decision against that one and a split against this. He been knocking people cold, man. Cold, ice cold, on their ass. And I'm going to tell you something else. You look at Tyson Fury's body, right? Okay, Andy Ruiz Jr., he has a certain type of shape, but he's probably fighting at a division where he shouldn't even be. He really shouldn't be in the heavyweight division. But he can fight, so he's there. And he's a little pudgy. But Tyson Fury, man, with training camps and everything, and he's still got a pillow around his waist. There's something to be said about that. If he fights Deontay Wilder again, Deontay Wilder sleeps this guy within 5 to 6 rounds. Tyson Fury. He will not go the distance. He getting his ass knocked out. And he knows he's getting knocked out. One of them ones media says, "What's good, Stormy B man? I see shining." What's that mean, bro? Forgive me, I don't know what that term is. You see shining. My bald head shining. Yeah, I just cut my hair today, man. Big old peanut head. I cut my hair this morning. So yeah, I got this little laptop going here, man. I'm trying to learn how to do these things with my you know, with my software. When I finally get it down pat, it's gonna be sweet, you fellas. You watch, man, because I'll be able to do some stuff on here. You guys will be proud of me. You'll say, man, look, Stormy B Man done finally came up, man. Yeah, man, you right. One of them ones. It's like this sucker is comfortable. It's a dual one too, man. It's like two with the armrest in the middle. Got it set up here in my little man cave, man. I could watch my kung fu movies and whatnot. You guys have no idea, man. I've made it to this point in life. I could just sit back and talk shit, you know, because I've earned mine. I've worked, man. You know what I'm saying? I've worked. I put my load in, and now I'm enjoying the benefits. I can kick back. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, my head is shining. You can see light coming through the window. My head is still shining because it's like I cut it this morning. It's bald and it's glistening. But yeah, thanks, bro. I try to make it look. You know what? It's like this. It's not vanity, but it's like I want it to look professional. I want the channel to look like something. You guys tune in and be like, "Oh, that's nice. I like that." That's all that is. I ain't trying to be the best or anything. I'm just trying to be one that people follow and say, "Hey, I like this dude channel because he keep it like this and he keep it real, whatever, blah blah blah." I'm fine with that, man. And you brothers have been so cool and so supportive. I love all you guys, man, for being how you been with me. Just tuning in and whatnot. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Now here go Gil Coles with this Keith Thurman talk, man. If Thurman beat Pacquiao, put up his highlights, you know, man, Gil Coles, let me tell you something, man. If he if Thurman happened to get lucky, okay, I still ain't gonna do it. I'm still gonna talk about his ponytail, and I'm gonna talk about you braiding his ponytail, huh? Because you know what? That's what you probably over there plaiting his hair right now, sitting back. Ain't nobody even talking about Keith Thurman, and you keep bringing him up, man. What's wrong with you? Shit. Oh, Gil Coles. I'm gonna start calling you Keith Coles. Over there talking about Thurman. Yeah, but I'm about to shut it down, fellas, because this stream here, it's been, it's starting to freeze up a little bit on me or whatever. I guess I gotta iron out something in my in my what do they call it, my bit rate or something. I gotta iron that out. Gil Cole says, so when Spence fighting Porter or Crawford. We'll know when they sign something, man. That's the best we can do. You know, we'll know when he signs. You know, until then, you know. Yeah, man. Social scientists. I enjoyed you brothers being on here with me too, man. This is looking like it's gonna be pretty cool when I get it all ironed out. I got a couple more days for some fine tuning, and then hopefully maybe on Friday I can drop it. So yeah. All right, man. So you brothers take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will be in touch. And salute to the LDBC. And shout out to everybody in the chat that rode with me on this little ride here. And this is Stormy B Man. I'm signing out. So peace to you all. You brothers have a wonderful day. I'm out.